got 40,000 migrants. That's the highest per capita for any city in the country.
Yes.
At what point does your city reach its breaking point?
Yeah, I think our city is very close to its breaking point now.
I think a lot of cities across this country are, once they declare themselves a sanctuary city, I'm not sure if they knew the amount of support we were going to need to give.
The mayor allowed the illegal migrants to come into our city to invade Chicago.
You think it's a full-blown invasion?
It's an invasion.
So political leaders there, you saw it in Denver, Boston, and Chicago, all Democrats now sounding the alarm as the growing crisis reaches far beyond that southern border, overwhelming U.S. cities. Lawrence Jones did the work this week, co-host of Fox and Friends with us now, and good morning to you.
Good morning.
I thought the moment, well done, by the way.
Thank you.
We watched all of it back here with good intent. Keisha Effie, she's from Worcester, Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. They closed down a community center where she's a mother of four, right? That's where kids play.
Yep.
And they moved migrants in there, I think with a 48-hour notice, maybe?
40 hours, and they did it in the middle of the night.
Wow. So here's what she told you. Watch.
Don't get me wrong, it's great that they want to help the immigrants, but what about the Americans that are already here? What about the people that are already here that don't have homes, that don't have jobs, that are sleeping on the street already?
She's not alone, Lawrence.
Well, that was my favorite interview of the week because it was raw. And I think it reflects the problem that Joe Biden is going to have in this next election. You know, voters will tolerate a little bit you just showing up at election time and not really delivering when it comes from the economy to education to crime. They'll have some stomach to you saying, hey, I'm working on it. What really ticks voters off is when you make promises to them and then you bring illegals in and you take the park and swimming pool and health centers from their children and their community and you devote it to them. And I think, you know, you see the president right now, he's on this tour right now. He's going to different communities right now. It's very manufactured in a way where they pre-interview the people and it's very close-knit. And I don't think the president is seeing the frustration that is out there. I go to these communities, I've been going for years, talking about the hopelessness and the crime and all that stuff that's happening. There's a rage right now going on. It's because they're so hopeless. And I always say, you know, if the diners in middle America and urban America are saying the same thing, it's a problem for the Democrats, and we're there now.
That's interesting. I want to show this. I think it's an iconic photograph, couple number 3. This is the migrant giving everybody the double bird as he was released from court without having to pay any bail. And I don't know if he was one of the ones that skipped town, but then they leave. But this photograph, when you talk to people, do images like this stick in their mind and become basically the metaphor for what they think is going on?
You know, I think for them is that they don't know who the people are. And I think that's the real issue. You know, I was so grateful that the mayor of Denver decided to do an interview with me because a lot of Democrats don't want to come on. And I just really would like for them.
He did a good job in the
interview. Whether you agree or disagree, to make their case to the American people. And one of the things that I push them on is when it comes to the criminals. I go, Mr. Mayor, I know you have compassion, but there's some of the people, and it's the luck of the draw. You don't know which ones are law-abiding citizens. Some would make the argument that their first act was coming across the border illegally, so they're criminals by that definition alone. But some of these people have rap sheets, and we don't have the information to do the vetting, to have that information.
We're too late, like we did this week.
And his argument was, look, I know some of these people that are coming across that were cops in their own town. And they go, that may be one story, and I don't disagree with it. That's the story. But there's also the stories of these guys as well that are flipping off cops, beating cops.
Well, we got to roll, but this morning you started to say, I asked them, and I don't know if you did this everywhere you went, were your policies a mistake, I think is what you were driving at. So anybody admit that? Well, the Denver mayor said, look, he now understands what Greg Abbott feels. I think that was growth because he was very critical of the governor before. The council person in Boston, she says, this was not our intentions, but maybe we need to review this. They've learned some things.
To get a politician to outright admit something was a failure, that's a big task.
Sure is.
And considering it's the #1 issue for voters in Iowa, New Hampshire, and I guarantee you it's going to be Nevada and South Carolina as well. If Democrats admit that they're wrong on this, why would you ever elect them in the next election? So we'll see.
Great to have you. Have a good weekend.
It's been a while.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Love having you on the show.
Enjoy the weekend.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.